This is the moment you've all been waiting for.
DC and RC.
Welcome to a brand new episode of DC.
Coming to you, Lafayette, Louisiana.
It's DC and RC.
Hailing from Aurora, Louisiana.
It's fight night. Catch your right hook in your right eye. Change how you look. Daniel, Cormier, and Ryan Clark. The champs are here with battle scars. It's warfare. Louisiana's in the air. From Aurora to Lafayette to Los Angeles to Times Square.
If I could go one show without you going, I'm Super Bowl champ.
When the mic's on, it's showtime. DC and RC, we winning Super Bowls and Emmys. And Daniel got 2 belts around the belly.
UFC history, Daniel Cormier.
Hey, I'm DC, 2-division champ. I ran the UFC.
Cause we asking all the tough questions.
This guy's the worst, honestly. I don't know how you can do a show with
DC, you broke my heart.
This is MMA, mixed martial all-stars. And we bout that grind and pound, so be on guard. And we going round for round, cause we want it all. But there can only be one in the octagon. DC and RC, DC and RC, DC and RC, ESPN, tune in to see.
All right, guys. Hey, on DC and RC, we get the best guests. But even when you get the best guests, you don't always get the champion of the world, Israel Adesanya. And when you get Izzy, even I get excited. Champ, how you doing, man?
I'm excited. This is, I think I got excited last night because people would like to ask you, before the fight, are you excited? Maybe like a month out, you're like, I don't really get that excited. But then after my last hard workout last night or yesterday afternoon, then we flew to Sydney. Once we got here, we touched down. We had a whole fleet of luxury cars, 6 of us fighting, and the whole gang behind us as well, training partners and cornermen and stuff. And then I was just like, yeah, I'm getting excited now. And then I woke up this morning, bricked up. I'm fucking excited, bro.
When you get to that last hard workout, there's a relief because you're healthy, but there's also that excitement about the next weekend. When you get here, Izzy, does it become real? Because I know that it's real all the way up, but there's a little bit something different when you're on the verge of it, right? You're only 5-6 days away from defending your championship again.
Yeah, man, it's definitely real. It's like it goes to another level of like actualizing, and my body knows what's coming, so my body's already starting to drop the weight. It's like, when you have a dog in the car and you go into the dog park and the dog sees the park outside, and it's like, I'm like, yo, chill, Chad, chill. Like,
not yet.
I have to tell my buddy this. We ain't ready yet, bro. Don't you miss this?
Hey, let me tell you something, Izzy. You know when I miss it? You know the only time I miss it, champ, is when I see y'all in there. Because I got to be honest with you. There's nothing like fighting for a championship. But then there's another thing, right? It's becoming a champion. But then it's fighting for championships constantly. You are in title fight number 8 now. Is this title fight number 8 or 9?
I think it's 11.
See?
I ain't trying to flex, but I'm saying.
Champ, my last 11 were title fights. So it's one thing to become a champion, but it's another thing to be in those championship fights every time. The only time I miss it is when I see you up in there, you flexing, and I'm like, damn, dog, that was me. That was me before.
It's still you. It's still you.
And owning those moments, like, those are the best, aren't they?
Yeah, man. Even for me, I always say, like, man, everyone wants to be champion. Everyone wants to be the top of the bill. But do you want to train for 5 rounds? Do you want to do 5-round spiders? That's a difference. It's 3 rounds. Yep. Everyone else did 3 rounds yesterday. And then, like, after my 3 rounds, it's like, right, I know there's round 4. At round 4, I had to go to that place. And now I had to battle myself. And I beat myself. And then round 5, I just blew it out the water. But yeah, everyone wants to be champion, but no one wants to train for 5 rounds.
Izzy, when did you come to accept that 4th round? Because that's the difference, right? When you become a champ and when you go into that 4th round for the first time, it's a little different. And it's like, when did you accept it, right? Because you're like, man, we're still going once you're a 15-minute fighter. But when did you accept that 4th round and go, you know what? This is where I live. Because everybody points back to the Gastelum fight. I'm ready to die for this. Not only were you ready to die, you actually beat him worse in the 5th round than you did over the entire fight. But when did you accept that 4th round as your norm?
I can't remember exactly when, but definitely that round 4 in the Gaslam fight. I remember there was a voice in my head saying like, because I think it was before he or after he rocked me. I was kind of like, it's okay. You've shown you're the man. You've dropped him. You've hit him with a spinning elbow. People know you're tough. You got rocked. You came back. It's like maybe a 1 second dialogue in my head, and I just went, shut the fuck up. I'm busy. That's what I said to myself, and I just kept on going. And then that 5th round, I was just like, this is it. One of us is gonna die.
Yeah, that was.
And it ain't gonna be me. But I was ready, bro.
Yeah, it was the best, bro. Just watching your performances over time now, because I've been able to be lucky enough to call your fights from the side of the octagon. And my actual commentary audition was you versus Vittori the first time. So I've been able to call just about all your fights. Yeah, that was my audition. I was in the trailer in the back while you were fighting, not on air. But Izzy, we are now 11 fights in, and you find yourself with Sean Strickland. This is not who you expected. You expected Drakus. How was this shift? And what does Sean Strickland present to a guy like you who seems to have it all figured out?
I don't have it all figured out yet, but I'm learning. But I was a little bit disappointed that Drakus fight fell through, but it wasn't for long. I'm happy to get Sean. I begged the UFC to give Sean this fight. I actually got him his passport. The guy finally gets to travel out of the country. And he gets to see the nice side of the world, places like Australia and Sydney. I'm making lives, blossom. I'm changing lives out here. And I'm excited to showcase my talents with my teammates in my neck of the woods against Sean Strickland. This is one of them ones, man. This is one of them ones, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited because everyone expects me to win this fight. Everyone, I know what people are saying. Everyone's already like counting them out and stuff, but not me. I know a man with everything to gain and nothing to lose is a dangerous man. So I take him very dangerously, very seriously. But yeah, you know how I do.
He's a different guy, right? Sean Strickland's a different type of character. But you have the bad blood with Drakus, right? You guys have your own issues to deal with, and ultimately you will at some point. But Sean Strickland, he's been talking to you from fights ago. What do you make of Sean Strickland, the character, as you go into this fight? Because this week is going to be filled with insults, and Sean Strickland ain't going left. Sean Strickland might go all the way left. How prepared are you for that?
I'm ready to fight. That's what it is. And the thing is, DC, you only have one chance to make a first impression, right?
Yep.
And I put the receipts out there backstage before that press conference. I smacked him on the ass.
I saw.
Not even trying to be a dick. I was just like, oh, this Sean. Boop. And he looks back at me and goes, ha, ha, ha. Hey, man, don't do me like you did that boy Costa. Ha, ha, ha. And we kind of joked about it. Yeah, that's literally what he said. And then when he got on stage, he's like, man, I'll come down there right now. And I was like, oh, this nigga? He's talking like he's going to do something. And he's like, you get my number right now. And then when we went backstage, silence. He just walked away. I was just like, so he's performing. He's acting. So then I realized that's his first impression. Then he tried to do it again. I'm like, bro, you don't intimidate me. You have one chance. Alex Pineda, when I ran into him in LAX, he sees me. His first instinct was, because he's about that life. He's about that life. And
he's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And I know Sean just pretends to be crazy, but he's really not. I'm sure he's got his own demons to deal with, but that's for him and his therapist. As for me, he's already blew that chance to try and intimidate me in the first time when I smacked him on the ass like my bitch.
It's about alpha and dudes. You want to win everything, right? You want to win all the interactions all the way to the press conference, to the fight. You're winning every time you interact with these guys. Izzy, the last time we were in Australia and you fought for a belt there, 60,000 were in the arena. What can these people expect this weekend when they watch the last Stylebender once again go out there and defend the middleweight championship against another very tough competitor?
Expect me to showcase. I want to show off and showcase for the people, but not just about me. We've got myself, we've got Tyson Pedro, we've got Carlos Alberg, we've got Shane Young, we've got Blood Diamond, and we've also got newly signed into the UFC, Kevin Jousset, Air Jousset. Like I said, whole mob of us came through just across the pond to showcase our skills, and what we've done this camp is historic. from a small gym on this side of the world to be headlining a crazy show like the UFC on our side of the world in a big-ass stadium. It's something that's historic without no government sponsors, no funding, nothing like that. We did it from the grassroots with the love and support of the people who love this game, who actually support MMA, mixed martial arts, as a legitimate sport, especially on this side of the world, because some of them are still old and backwards and, human cockfighting, where are the chickens? Like idiots. They're going to die off soon eventually. But what we've done so far is historic. We're going to make history again this weekend.
You know, Eugene and I are part of a company called Alta, and your guys' numbers, and that is crazy over in New Zealand, bro.
I see them every morning when I come in. I see them every morning. And again today when I walk into the gym, I'm just like, these motherfuckers get up at 5 a.m. to do this.
Yep. People just
I ain't
love
waking
to
up
fight.
at that time anymore.
People just love to fight over their champ, and it shows in you and your team's ability. Izzy, last thing before I let you go, my brother. I'm there this weekend. You see me, I'm a golfer now. I mean, that's what I do. I'm a golfer.
I want to do it.
Tell me any good golf course out in Australia. If you don't have it on hand, I'll get it from you when I arrive.
I don't have it on hand yet, but I actually was telling my coach, Andre, because he's not bad at the golf, but I want to be like a samurai on the golf course. And I already had some people say, yo, pull up and we'll make you some custom golf clubs. And I'm coachable. I have big ears because I listen very well. And you give me time, give me like three weeks, and I'll bet you I'll improve my, is it par or whatever? I don't know the words, the terminology. But I'll find out the best golf course out here, and I'll let you know. And maybe in about a year, we'll get on the green.
I watched a football player start golfing 3 months later, dude shooting par. I imagine you would do the same thing. Guys, Israel Adesanya defend his belt this weekend against Sean Strickland. Champ, I love watching you fight every time, and I cannot wait to fly across the pond to do the honor of trying to call you fight, man. Thanks for joining DC and RC. We appreciate it.
It's just the DC show today because RC2 Hollywood now, isn't he?
Let me tell you something. This boy, Izzy, this boy RC cash.
He got the accolades. He got the accolades, so you can. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Wow.
All right, my brother. See you soon.